Dames en heren, ik ben hier in het Tuschinski Theater in Amsterdam, want vanavond gaat het gebeuren. De TWD Euro Tour. Wat een sfeer hier, wat een sfeer. Het wordt fantastisch. Achter mij, je kan ze misschien horen, 300 uitzinnige fans die het allemaal mee gaan maken, samen met mij. En natuurlijk nog 3 vrij belangrijke gasten, namelijk Greg Nicotero, Norman Reedus en Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Om 9:15 gaat het hier allemaal beginnen, de grote show, waarin we hen gewoon de kleren van het lijf gaan vragen. Nu, ik ga het niet doen, de fans gaan het allemaal doen en jullie kunnen het meedoen via Facebook. Dus gewoon drop je vraag in de comment en misschien stel ik ze wel in jouw plaats. Maar ik ga ze even aan jou voorstellen, mijn 3 topgasten. Naast mij staan ze Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Greg Nicotero en Norman Reedus. Fantastisch, fantastisch. Guys, I think they know you somehow. Guys, how are you doing? How are you feeling today?
Very good. Thank you for having us.
No problem. How's the tour going so far?
It's going, right?
It's good.
It's going
Second
great,
stop.
yeah. It's so pretty here. I love your city. It's great.
First time Amsterdam?
It's like my second time.
Our first time.
Our first time, yeah. We walked around a little bit before we came here tonight. It was great.
And how is it so far? You see like a little bit of Amsterdam. You went to all the little cities, the little streets.
Yeah.
Have you been to Belgium?
No.
No.
From New York. What do you want?
Fantastisch, fantastisch. Nu, ik ben hier natuurlijk niet alleen, zoals ik al zei. Er zijn 300 gasten achter mij en die gaan straks de vragen stellen. Maar ja, we gaan eens even beginnen met een paar vragen te stellen. Guys, I'm going to ask you some questions.
Yes, ask away.
So there is a Facebook livestream. People sending some questions because you want to see. All right, first question. Jill Melendijk to Greg. How did you get involved with The Walking Dead?
Oh, well, I got hired by Frank Darabont. We had worked together on several movies. And when it came time to develop the zombies for The Walking Dead, everywhere they were pitching, nobody knew how they would be able to make the show without creating the creature effect. So we designed 6 different zombie busts that Frank and Galen Hurd took into their meetings. Mm-hmm. So when people said, well, what are the zombies going to look like? They would display these 6 zombie heads. So everybody could visualize exactly what it was. So I read the script probably a year before the show was even greenlit. So I've been there since the very beginning.
Yeah. You kind of developed the whole series.
Well, I was there. I was there.
Creative genius.
I was there for I was Norman's first zombie kill. Mm-hmm. And then I directed Jeffrey's first and second episodes on the show.
That is true.
All right, great. And it's been, like, how many years have you been at The Walking Dead already now?
8.
8 years. Same goes for you?
Same, yeah.
Sorry. All right, second question from Michelle King. I think it's for you, for Negan.
Sweet.
Negan is quite a complex character, I think. How do you prepare for such a role?
How do I prepare?
Yeah.
Well, I think initially I didn't have a lot of time to prepare, and so I have to give my friend Greg a ton of credit for helping me. And then the cast. I mean, the words are there, obviously. Kirkman wrote this character, and we haven't deviated a lot from the Negan dialogue, so that's a lot to do with it. And there's a couple little bits I'll take from panels, but initially it was working with Greg and this great cast. I mean, I think the introduction to Negan was... we had to get it right, and we didn't have a lot of time, but I think we nailed it twice. Yeah. Twice.
All right, thank you guys. Oké, fantastisch. De gasten zijn al een beetje aan het opwarmen. Ze hebben echt heel veel zin in. Maar we gaan eens even kijken in de zaal. Ik heb daar een klein vriendje van mij neergezet. De tofste Nederlander van Nederland, namelijk Noah. Noah, hoe is het daar beneden in de zaal?
Nou, ik sta hier in de foyer van Tuschinski en iedereen is eigenlijk razend, want ze willen de zaal in. Maar toen dachten we, het is Facebook Live, dus jij was gewoon stiekem aan het Facebook Live streamen. Ja, ik keek eerlijk. Ik wilde ook gewoon even de heren in levende lijven zien en ik heb het gezien. Maar jullie zijn allemaal binnengekomen met een vraag. Eens even kijken. Ja, je ziet jezelf. Oh, dit is heel leuk. Met welke vraag zou je willen stellen aan de gasten, zodra je ze ziet?
Wat ze doen om zich voor te bereiden voor een opname.
Nou, die vraag die zullen we straks beantwoorden. Hebben we hier nog een vraag? We hebben nog een vraag.
Of ik hem mag knuffelen.
Of ze mag knuffelen. Even een hug geven. Nou, deze vragen die worden straks allemaal beantwoord in de show. Sverre, zijn er nog vragen binnenkomen via de livestream?
Er zijn nog enkele vragen binnengekomen. Wat zeg, er zijn gewoon honderden vragen binnengekomen. Straks zeker kijken, 9:15 begint de show. Dan gaan we nog veel meer vragen stellen. En uiteraard gaan we dan de nieuwe aflevering te zien krijgen. Maar nu, ik heb nog een paar vragen. Guys, I got some questions for you. Alright. This is a cool one. If you were to script your own death, how would that be? How would you like to die on The Walking Dead?
I don't want to die on The Walking Dead.
All right, you can die and then...
Right? Screw that. Right? I would probably... Yeah, we'll burn this shit down, you know what I'm saying? I would probably just walk off up a mountain and go up a little road into a sunset, and then a little dog would jump out and follow me up. And they'd go, whatever happened to that guy? It'd be like Clint Eastwood or something.
I think it should be 2 dogs.
2 dogs and a bunny. I don't know.
Maybe I should ask Greg, how do you want him to die?
Hey, this is a big drop right here. You know what I'm saying?
No, I can't. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Daryl, Norman, how would you like Negan to die?
I don't want Negan to die either. I think he's great on the show. Yeah. Right?
Okay. Talking about great characters, I think we lost some important and sweet persons through the years. Which of them would you like to bring back?
Yeah, I mean, look at this crazy lady down here jumping up and down. You know, Glenn, Abraham, both of them. Also, yeah, Scott Wilson. I wish he'd come back. Bernthal for sure. Shane for sure. There's a whole bunch. Michonne.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
And who would you like to bring back and then kill again?
I think Abraham. I still got that suck my nuts ringing in my ear.
How was it for you? That's another question. How was it for you? How did you react when you found out you had to kill Glenn and Abraham?
Well, I mean, I kind of knew that a death was coming, certainly. The comic book gives enough of that away. But oddly enough, I was maybe the only person that had no clue who was going to die. No, other people didn't know. But I didn't know who we were killing at the end of season 6. We did the whole scene that led right up to the hit, obviously, and I didn't know who the victim was. So I think I got Norman really drunk right before we came back, and he told me who he thought it was. And I totally took advantage of him. As I do. But it was a surprise. I didn't know there was going to be a twofer. I didn't know it was going to be both of them. I thought Glenn because of the comic books, but Abe, I didn't know.
Well, you know, when Jeffrey came in, we shot that entire sequence at the end of last season in over 2 nights because he had 12 pages of dialogue, and he was working on another show. Flew in, did a wardrobe fitting. When we shot the first night, I was basically shooting the camera at all the other actors so that Jeffrey could get his momentum going.
Yeah.
And they were weeping and crying and screaming, and then the next day we turned the cameras around and we were filming Jeff. And they were weeping and crying and screaming. It was really fascinating to see them put themselves through that. For off camera. They weren't even on screen. But so when you came in and out, it was sort of a quick.
It was.
We didn't really have time to tell you who you were killing.
No, and I didn't ask. I didn't even. I didn't think I should know, actually, and the cast gave me so much. I kind of just fell in love with everybody and didn't want to see anybody die at that point. So when we came back to do, obviously, the beginning of 7, it was a surprise and it was a bummer, you know.
Must have been hard. All right, that was a question from Gallium Tweedy. All right, last question so far. And maybe that's one for you as well.
Bunch of shit.
Well, it's actually for all of you, because like we're going to see here, you're so famous, you're like loved around the world. How is it for you to come in such a role? For you, I mean, you're kind of used to it already, but for you, coming into the Walking Dead universe, seeing all these fans being so enthusiastic.
I've never been involved in anything quite like this. And I'm old. I've been around for a long time, and I've done a lot of stuff, and I've done a lot of stuff that's kind of got big followings. But there's just nothing that compares to the fandom that is the Walking Dead fandom. We just got back from London, and we did a convention there, and it doesn't matter where we go. People are so gracious and kind, and except for the people here. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Yeah, the quiet group here. But everybody seems to... They're being very nice to me. I'm going to say I've been a little shocked. I mean, we've met a couple people that absolutely hate my guts. But mostly people have been very kind. And it's a privilege to be part of this group.
I'm going to test that. Noah, ik ga even terug naar jou. Kan jij even voor mij verifiëren of de mensen echt wel zo graag van onze Negan is graag zien?
Hebben we een beetje zin in vanavond? Dus zijn we blij dat we hier zijn. Zeker! Nou, zoals je hoort, Sverre, ze hebben er absoluut geen zin in vanavond. Maar een van de voorwaarden waren dat je, als je vanavond hier aanwezig wilde zijn, dat je een goede vraag moest hebben. Dus ik ben heel benieuwd, wat zou jij, Negan of Daryl, als eerst willen vragen? Oh, je speelt nog gelijk door?
Als er echt een zombie-apocalypse...
Wat zei je, zombie? Oké, een walker-apocalypse, oké, ga door.
zou uitbreken, wat zou je doen?
Oké, wat zou je doen? En hier nog een vraag.
Do your children look at Walking Dead?
Nou, niet op reageren. Want al die vragen die worden straks beantwoord tijdens de liveshow om 9:15. Die wordt uitgezonden op Fox. En daarna ook natuurlijk de hele nieuwe uitzending van de nieuwe aflevering in seizoen 7. Eens even kijken, hebben we hier nog meer vragen? Mag jij wel vragen? Wat zou jij de acteurs van The Walking Dead willen vragen zodra je ze ziet?
Ik zou graag zeker willen vragen wat dat mogelijk is om zo'n opname bij te wonen. En zien hoe dat op de werk gaat eigenlijk.
Een blik achter de schermen. Nou, wij gaan hier van start. Om 9:15 zie jij het straks allemaal op Fox. En wil je naar de hele livestream terugzien? Dat kan natuurlijk. Moet je gewoon even dat bolletje pakken en helemaal terug aan het begin zetten. Dan kan je alles zodra je, als je net bent ingeschakeld, nog een keer terugzien. Zie je later.